Hello Piano Land, I'm back at the Betsy with this nice little Steinway S that I was voicing in previous videos. I'm tuning for a double piano concert later tonight in the gallery, and along with tuning I want to do a little bit juicing just at the tops of the bass. But before we get into that, let's have a listen to where this piano's ended up. I think it's gotten to a really good place here. So let's get into some of the notes that don't sound so bold. Get in here to the middle. These could be hotter, but this is a small room. This is a small piano. If I go too much further on some of these notes, it could get kind of ugly. I'd rather wait and see what the artists think, since this is a new sound. The artists haven't done a concert in here yet since I've been doing all this voicing work. But down here in the bass, some notes, it's not a great note, but it's got some heat to it. And not much. Listen to the difference. In the scheme of playing, not that they sound bad, but it takes a lot of work to get some sound. So we're going to brighten those up just a bit. My prediction is that I'll probably end up doing more than just the bass notes, but we'll see. I also have to do a double tuning. We'll leave that for a different video. So it's really just these notes, because this one, this is right at the break, top of the bass, sounds all right. That one's kind of anemic, but it has enough attack. So we're going to gently bring this little group up here from D to A. All right, so we're going to start. The string lines are not in there anymore, but I can see it enough. You know, maybe you can't see it in the camera, but I can see the edges of the string grooves. We're going to do, two fat drops on the ends of the string grooves and see where that gets us. Remember to have your paper towel here to catch the drips, get the flow going like that. Yeah. And then, remember, with some height, it's not rocket science. All right, so I'm doing more than 2 drops, whatever. Chances are this won't be enough. But we're taking it easy. No rush. These are just drops. So these notes have had a little time to dry. This is the first note on the bass bridge. So that one I didn't juice, and I went down to this one I didn't juice, so we just did this center section right here. So let's go down from the top of the bass. You can hear there's a couple of hot notes, but it's more consistent. That's hot, that's a little hot. So now I can look at the notes at the end of the tenor bridge, just above the bass, because these couple notes right here, I had to move the hammers around, I had to file off the old string grooves, and now they're out of character. These four are wound double string right at the end of the tenor bridge. Usually these are honking loud, but they really don't have enough. They kind of disappear in the scheme of the section. So we're going to... Okay, got a little sloppy, but it'll be all right. There's something in the comments of the last video about my work on this piano that I'd like to address. First, this is the Steinway with the previous generation of hammers, which are pressed soft. The intended way to bring up the tone is by juicing them. Whether you use lacquer, B72, or key tops as I have here, they must be juiced. If you're not familiar with juicing or think that somehow I'm misguided in this process, then you should seek out a technician who could explain and show you the way it's done. Secondly, some people in the comments seem to think that asserting their knowledge involves being rude or denigrating. Personally, I find this attitude self-defeating. The purpose of starting this channel was to show what I do and to have a place for other technicians and piano enthusiasts to join in the discussion. And while I would encourage everyone to consider all of the information and technical experience left in the comments, I've never met a technician worth a damn who would see it fit to be so rude over the subject of pianos. I would recommend taking these kinds of comments with a grain of salt. Alright, so here's the finished product. I'm going to leave it like this for now. Probably do some work on it the next time I'm here.